the old, in with the new. Welcome one and all to Season 2024. We've got quite a few changes to share, from terrain adjustments to new monsters and items. Ready to see what's coming? Let's get into it. Wait, where are we? Oh, it's top lane. These walls are different, and would you look at that? The brush is now in the middle of the river. Well, that'll make for a trickier gank path from jungle, so you top laners can focus more on your lane opponent instead of hungry junglers. We've got terrain changes across the entire map actually, like in mid lane. The brush is farther back from the lane now, and we've adjusted the walls to both red and blue side for better symmetry. Overall, these adjustments should make it a little safer to play a variety of champions in mid lane, especially those mages with zero dashes. Speaking of safety, we've also changed the walls opposite Baron and Dragon Pit for a bit more security while you're moving between lanes through the jungle. Finally, in bot lane, there's a new gank path on red side to make the map more symmetrical. We've also shifted the brush to the middle of the river so both teams can more reasonably fight for vision control. Look alive down there. New jungle paths aren't the only thing to keep your eye on this season. A new Void monster has found its way to the Rift. During the early game, a camp of 3 Void grubs will now spawn inside the Baron Pit. When you attack a grub, smaller Void mites appear to join the fight. Killing one of the Void grubs grants a permanent buff to your entire team that deals damage over time when attacking turrets. For every grub you slay, the buff becomes more powerful. After the first 3 grubs are killed, 3 more will spawn a few minutes later. If your team manages to kill all 6, then you unlock the maximum buff. When you attack a turret, you'll apply the damage over time and spawn some Void mites of your own to help take it down. Keep in mind that these grubs are an incremental camp, not all or nothing, so slaying even one can give your team a small boost and keep the enemy from collecting all 6. At 14 minutes, any remaining grubs disappear and the beloved Rift Herald enters the game with a fresh new look. Maybe they're born with it, maybe it's the hideously vile influence of the Void from whence they came. If you slay the Herald, you can summon them as before to march down lane and whack turrets. Or, any member of your team can hop on board to play Summoner's Drift, steering the monster as they charge forward like a battle sled. Ramming Herald into a turret this way deals some extra damage, and you can run into enemy champions to damage and knock them up. On collision with terrain or a turret, the driver pops out nearby, and the ability to steer goes on cooldown. This cooldown resets if you hit a turret, but takes longer if you hit a wall. All aboard the Shelly Demolition Train! Now let's talk about... what was that? Baron Nashor, Voidborn Tyrant of the Rift, is back and badder than ever before. When he enters the game, you'll know it. Baron takes one of 3 forms when he emerges. Each form provides the same classic buff, but alters how he fights and determines the shape of his pit. But wait, there's more. With Baron's entrance, the Void's influence spreads across the map, infusing the Scuttlecrab, Brambleback, and Sentinel with dark power. Voidborn Scuttlecrab becomes tankier and tougher to kill. On death, she sends out a massive burst like a Scryer's Bloom, revealing all enemy champions and wards in a large area. Bet you didn't see that coming. Likewise, the Voidborn red and blue buff require a little more muscle to take down, but in exchange, they grant the buff to every teammate who's alive at the time. So no more fighting over who gets blue buff, alright? Speaking of cool new buffs, let's talk Infernal Rift. All versions of the Elemental Rift have been refreshed to accommodate the new base terrain, with Mountain Rift losing a few walls that didn't quite fit anymore, but we've changed up Infernal Rift completely. We don't have gameplay footage quite ready at this time, so let me paint you a word picture. Instead of a burned out fire escape, Infernal Rift will scatter infernal cinders all across the map. Picking up these cinders gives a small burst of move speed and a stat buff. On death, half your collected cinders explode out for others to snag for themselves. I mean, you weren't using them anymore, right? As in years past, we've made some item adjustments for this new season. Like, a lot of adjustments. For one, mythic items are out. Gone. Poof. In their place, we're adding, removing, and updating a bunch of items across several champion classes. Mages, assassins, tanks, enchanters, fighters, and marksmen will all notice quite a few changes when they gear up this season. For example, the new Storm Surge for those AP assassins and burst mages who really want to shock the enemy. In addition, we've overhauled the support quest items. Supports now have a singular item they pick up at the start of the game with minimal stats. You earn gold with this item by executing minions of any type for a flat amount, or hitting enemy champions with abilities or attacks. At the middle tier, you unlock refilling wards as before. And when you reach the final tier, you can choose between several upgraded items to suit your playstyle. Whether you prefer protecting your carry or more aggressive support tactics, we've got you covered. While you're running around the new map with new monsters and new items, you should keep an eye out for old grudges. We've added a handful of champion quests that will trigger when certain champs are in the same game. Defeating your quest rival on the enemy team will grant a tiny buff. While it won't significantly impact the game, it'll be a nice reward for you Renekton mains to finally stick it to Nasus. Many of the changes we've made this year are aimed at making gameplay mechanics and systems easier to understand. This goal includes a lot of adjustments mentioned previously, or smaller changes like simplified tooltip language. We also just want to make it feel better to be on the Rift. Listen closely and you might notice the music changing throughout the game based on where you are or what you're doing. Baron boss music, anyone? And now you can celebrate or commiserate with your teammates in a language everyone understands, the fist bump. Okay, that was a lot to cover. In summary, new terrain means new gank paths in every lane, Void Grubs are now a thing, you can now drive the Rift Herald into battle, Baron looks scarier, and the Void is everywhere. Infernal Rift is totally changing, there's a bunch of new items, some champs are bringing their beef onto the Rift, and fist bumps explode into sparkles and fireworks. Whew, got all that? Good. If you want all the nitty-gritty details, we unpack everything in the article linked below. So study up, friends, and we'll see you in January when Season 2024 kicks off.